lightly. If you're not prepping up for your interviews, you're already jeopardizing your interview to begin with. So, prepare. What do I mean by prepare? Do a research on companies. So I recently did an interview in a company that make food products. Well, I kind of have an interest in food science. I like biology, so I was able to relate to that. A lot of companies, they ask you these weird questions like, one of them is, well, what is something you do on, what is your biggest accomplishment? I think a lot of people have that, but why do you want to work for us? Well, hold on. Sometimes people just apply because they're looking for a job and they need to pay bills. But that's a tacky answer. It's an honest answer, but it's a tacky one. So how do you interlude to that? And you will find that on a lot of face-to-face interview questions is, why do you want to work for us? The best thing you have to do is make yourself stand out. So if you're an individual that has a lot of passion, relate to that. So for instance, an example that I give is that when I look at the job deliverables or I look at the job requirements for any organization, how do I align myself with that? Do I have those necessary skill sets to do a good job at what I do? And third thing is, how do I motivate an organization? For us millennials, the biggest advantage that we have is the fact that we're able to bring this energy and passion where the Gen X or the baby boomers just come here with 9 to 5. So that is your biggest advantage. If you're a young millennial like me and your demographics are like me, obviously you're coming with the biggest passion, and even if you don't have experience. The second thing that I get a lot is, well, we have guys that have more technical experience than you. Why should we hire you? You should hire me because I'm a rock star. And again, it's not harping or being narcissistic in my personality. It's something I take pride on. While someone else is, partying or doing something else for their fun or spare time, I'm looking at organization. I'm looking at industry trends. I know exactly how the corporate trends and digital transformation age goes from 5 years from now, from 10 years from now, from 15 years from now. So that capability makes me stand out. You just don't want to, you will find a guy that will do a lot of a technical skill. They can configure some sort of a firewall. They can configure and deploy some sort of network management. But to find a guy that understands your business, understands the people around them, brings them a synergy of motivation and empowerment, and is able to do his technical standard operations, that's hard to do, right? People are so confined in their mindset because they feel that their job in life is just to do one thing. Like, I'm only good in this technology, X, Y, and Z. You got to break out of that mantra. The Millennial X, the baby boomers, they'll give you the wrong advice on this career. They will tell you, focus on one thing. That's complete BS. You don't focus on one thing. You want to be just like your stocks and your mutual funds. You should be able to diversify your portfolio. Now, there's a difference. So, if you're a student and you're just following and you're pursuing your undergrad degree, focus on that degree. Don't focus on certs right now. But when you get to an age where you have a vendor certifications, you want to dwell into different areas because it gives you a multifaceted approach. That's the thing you want to hammer. When they ask you, why should we hire you? You should hire me because of the fact that I have multifaceted approach to problem solving. I'm a guy that can do a technical implementation, but at the same time, understand your business operations, understand what your mission statement is and what you want to be, what you want to perceive yourself in 10 and 15 years from now. And that is hard to find, right? So that's why they should hire you. So that's one example of how you can mitigate that or how you can give that answer. The second thing I see a lot is, what have you known about the company? Let's face it, you're applying to 200 jobs. You don't know everything about the company. So you give them a brief statement, and this is how you mask it. You mask it in a sense where it's not too specific, and it kind of puts the question on their ball. Do a Trump, basically. That's what I tell you. That's what I tell my clients. It's, well, what do you know about our company? Well, I know that you guys are a solutions-focused organization company. Is there more that you can elaborate on? That opening and ending statement not only puts the ball in their court, but puts them on a back foot. Remember, your whole point when you're on a job interview is to make sure that you're putting the ball in their court every time they come up with an offensive scheme for you. And I found this tactic and strategy to be pretty good problem-solving skill, and just think quickly on my feet. The last thing I would say is, even if you're wrong, be confident. Just like you're approaching an opposite gender, women like men that are confident. Employers and recruiters like individual that's confident. Now there's a difference between overconfidence and confidence, but I would say that generally it's better to be overconfident than being underconfident. And I'll tell you why. Because confidence is sexy. It brings that alpha male into you. Even if you're wrong about technology, it is okay. If you're wrong about something, accept that accountability. That will give them that, hey, maybe this guy does not know everything, but when we put him on a client relation situation, right? When we put him in a client pre-sales and post-sales engineering meetings, he will be able to deliver. He has that tone. Work on your public skills. I cannot emphasize that enough. I get 50 million techies that can do awesome CCIE jobs but cannot speak a word of one English properly, cannot communicate to their stakeholders. You know, at the end of the day, the business brings in the money. If you can't go to your CEO and talk to him about how your product should diversify or how your product segmentation should be different than X, Y, and Z, then again, you're just a regular guy that they can find on Indeed or LinkedIn. Understand the business acumen that comes with it, and that's why it's so important for you guys not to understand your hardness and technical skills, but business functionality as well. I hope that this video has been informative, and I hope you guys go in with a good confidence, prep well for your face-to-face interviews, and deliver so you have an opportunity to get that next high position that you want. Thank you for watching.